Do you know if you have dense breasts? Higher breast density is associated with an increase of breast cancer. It is estimated that the risk of an individual being diagnosed with breast cancer by the age of 85 is 1 in 7 women and 1 in 675 men. I have dense breasts. My name is Robin. I'm age 59 and I was diagnosed with breast cancer in November 2018. 3 doctors examined me, including a breast specialist and surgeon, and they could not feel the breast cancer. I had a mammogram and an ultrasound, which I have every 2 years. To my amazement, the mammogram did not pick up a 2.5 centimetre breast cancer in my breast. It was only an ultrasound that detected the 2.5 centimetre breast cancer and a 2 centimetre tumour where the cancer had spread to the lymph nodes under my arm. These diagrams show how the breast cancer can spread to the lymph nodes and then to the other parts of your body. I had the cancer removed by surgery from my breast and 24 lymph nodes removed from under my arm. I have just completed 4 cycles of chemotherapy and 16 radiotherapy treatments from January to May 2019. In the last 8 months, my body has been subjected to scans, biopsies, surgery, nasty chemicals from chemotherapy drugs and radiotherapy treatments, which resulted in terrible burns and peeling and a red hot breast that you could cook an egg on. I would not want you or anyone else to experience what I have gone through to stop the cancer spreading throughout my body. I am now taking hormone therapy for 5 years, which have awful side effects on your body and your daily living. This short information video I hope will make you aware of the risks and the need for early detection of breast cancer, particularly if you have dense breasts. I recently spoke with Krystal Barter, the founding CEO of Pink Hope, who kindly agreed to share information about dense breasts and the role of Pink Hope in Australia.
Pink Hope to me is been such a whirlwind. I've learnt so much. I created it when I was only 25 from my hospital bed, when I had been navigating the complexities and lack of resources and support for families like mine. I carry the BRCA gene, so the gene made famous by Angelina Jolie. I was the first woman in my family to have a gene test that told me before I had cancer that I was at risk. I made a decision to have a preventative double mastectomy at 25. I got out my laptop and created Pink Hope, and it has grown to become one of Australia's fastest growing women's health organisations, with hundreds of thousands of people connecting with us every day and being a premier preventative health hub that really empowers women and their families to know their risk of breast and ovarian cancer and change their future. One particular risk factor that I've obviously come across and been listening to our community is dense breasts. A lot of women don't know what it means. It simply means that your breasts have more fibrous and glandular tissue. Density is a mammographic term. So when you look at a mammogram, your tissue turns up if you have dense breasts is white. And what does cancer turn up like on a mammogram? Generally, it turns up white. A radiologist said to me when I was investigating what density meant and the implications for women who had dense breasts, it's like looking for a polar bear in a snowstorm. And to me, it just seemed completely illogical that women weren't empowered around breast density. It's happening in the private system, from Breast Screen in WA, Nancy Capello was the patient advocate that really drove the breast density legislation in America, which most recently just got approved by the FDA, that every woman needs to be told of their breast density by law in America. The takeaway that I really want people to do is to really just make an appointment with a GP that they trust and have a conversation in what they should be doing to manage their risk of not only cancer but other various illnesses, and really put in place a risk mitigation plan. So what do I have to do to ensure that I'm going to remain well? Cancer is one of the scariest words that you can ever face in your life, and to me, I want to do everything that I can to help women reduce their risk and to make informed decisions every day. And women have a right to know about their own bodies, and when we ask the questions, we should get an answer. Currently in Australia, women who have dense breasts generally would only be told if they request it through a private clinic, or funnily enough, if your boobs were located in WA, you would be told about your breast density. And it's, there's going to be elements of what do we do with this information? How anxious is the women going to become? But I don't see any women in WA running around screaming around the streets going, oh my God, I have dense breasts. At the end of the day, I want women to have the right to know about their breasts, about their risk. And I really implore every woman that kind of watches this, or any man, to ask about their family health history, to really take our Know Your Risk tool, to have conversations that matter, to ask about their breast density at their next mammogram or talk to their GP about it. All of these different things have to be at the heart of any family that's been affected by cancer or carry a BRCA gene mutation. They need to become a part of our movement.
Dense breasts occur in more than half of women aged under 50 years, in around 40% of women in their 50s, and in about 25% of women aged 60 and older. So as you can see, breast density is very common and is not abnormal. Currently in Australia, there is no requirement to record breast density on the mammogramic report. Only Western Australia Breast Screen will tell you if you have dense breasts. For all women outside of Western Australia, we are at a disadvantage because there is no policy or legal requirement for National Breast Screen to tell you if you have dense breasts. In addition, if you're under age 40, you will not be able to access Breast Screen to have a mammogram for free. Breast cancer can develop in any woman. They need to be checked yearly by ultrasound or an MRI. Women who have dense breasts need to have the most accurate diagnostic equipment to detect any breast cancer. That is having an ultrasound or an MRI. If I had just had a mammogram, I would be none the wiser. The cancer would have been spreading throughout my body and I would be on my way to an early grave. This means it could be you, just like me, someone you love, someone who loves you, someone you went to school with, a long-time friend you catch up for coffee with, someone you don't know on your way to work, someone you work with, someone you might meet in the future, or someone who serves you in the market. Please tell at least 10 women about being dense breast aware. Imagine if this awareness message was spread to 10,000 women. Let every woman you know, your mother, daughter, wife, sister, aunt, grandmother, friend, colleague, neighbour, and share this information with male family members and friends. Early detection of breast cancer can be treated, can be cured, may need less invasive treatments, and can save your life. We can do better. Go to your doctor in the next 2 weeks and find out if you have dense breasts by having a mammogram. Whilst you're having the mammogram, ask the radiologist if you have dense breasts. Have an ultrasound or an MRI and find out whether you have any breast cancer. Look at your mammogram with your doctor and see if you have dense breasts. So you can find it early, you can fight it, and you can fix it. Be dense aware because we care.